Mortality.
She's like feeling herself. She's like, Austin, it's time.
Considering it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, if she kept it on the DL, I might go for it.
All right.
I'm crying. I'm laughing.
She had to give me time to recover after I had lost my anal virginity.
Gather around, folks, and let's shoot the shit with K7 slips and 16-bit. They are the katana of the Midwest, the scorpion of the U.S., the cabal of the internet, and don't forget the special guest, KTP. Comet Tune Podcast, now don't tell me that you never heard of that. It's official, it's the original. All imitations are just pitiful. Grab some food and get ready to go. Turn up the volume, cause it's time for the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to a very special edition of the Combat Tune Podcast. On tonight's episode, we invite you to tag along as we take a look inside the mind of one of the most enigmatic, charismatic individuals to ever grace our scene. We invite you to an evening with Glass Sword. My first question, are you a serial murderer?
No, I am not a serial murderer. I am just a student in Alabama at Birmingham Southern College.
Are you sure?
Quite positive. I don't know if I sleepwalk or not, so you better be careful. I am told I roll around a lot in my sleep.
Okay.
Who told you that?
A bunch of people.
Who are you sleeping with?
When I was younger, I would sleep on one side of the bed and my friends would sleep on the other side of the bed when we were smaller. But now they just tell me I punched them in the face. It's not like we get naked or anything. I'm just sleeping on one side or the other.
What?
What?
Who said anything about that?
Yeah, what are you talking
You have
about?
a dirty mind, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I hang out with dirty people. I'm sorry.
What? Like who?
What?
You calling Atlanta dirty?
No, it's not really them. They're really just fine. But my high school friends, I've never made any friends in college, so them. I could tell you about them, but they're all perverts.
What?
Your high school friends?
They're
Yeah,
all perverts?
yeah.
I mean, isn't that normal? High school students are typically like horny and shit.
I guess, except for only one of them. Well, actually, no. I'm like the last one. I'm like.
The last one, what?
Let's change topics.
Alright, so you just want regional.
Yeah, I just want original. The King of Bling. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, the King of Bling. There were like 9 people there. It was awesome. I was the best player by far. Everyone else was 1,000% free.
Damn.
It was like a bunch of day one players. Actually, no, there was one guy from Huntsville that enters the tournament from time to time that plays Grundy. He always loses though. Like I played him, and he was like, "Aw, man, I thought I could get second, but now I gotta play you." He almost beat Noel Brown though. He was like third.
Do you think Noel Brown was the last of his high school crew to be a pervert?
I don't know anything about Noel Brown, actually. I just know I can't. This is what I know about Noel Brown. I was sitting there in grand finals. Every time I beat him, I turned to him and I said, "Do you want to change stages?" Because I would pause it after it said, "You win," or it said, or it didn't say Raven wins. It said, "Aquaman wins." And I would say, "You want to change stages?" And at first he was like, "No." Second time I beat him, he was like, "No, man." The third time, he was like, "Man, I don't even care. Just start the new game." So, no, actually, more articulately, he said, "I don't even know how to play this game." So.
Okay,
You made it to grand final.
Everyone was completely free. He beat them just by doing jump 2 and then the low. and throwing trait bats.
Last sword. When you win a tournament and it's not that hard, don't say that it's not that hard. Because now no one thinks your regional win is impressive. You're supposed
No,
to say
but
that,
it is
no,
impressive.
Hold on.
It's
No,
like,
it's not. You're supposed to say Noel Brown. I mean, yeah, he doesn't play the game much, but his fundamentals, you hype up his fundamentals and shit. You gotta
Yeah,
learn.
you just blew yourself up.
yeah, it was free money. I was being way too honest. But I will say it's basically on par with Pig of the Hut's win at Midwest Championship in 2012.
Damn, so Pig is on blast?
So everyone that he played there, you're blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blew up myself. I was there.
Okay.
All right.
Why did
Who do you think's killed more people, you or Noel Brown?
Noel Brown looks more like a killer than me.
What do you mean he looks like a killer? Why?
Because he's no.
Yeah.
Because he has, like, his eyes are all shrunken into his face.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that might have been the most racist thing I have ever heard.
Hey, that has nothing to do with like, white people can have that look too.
Dude, that's fucked up. Good God.
Didn't he like beat his girlfriend?
Yes.
See, he already has the profile.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Oh no.
So, I have a question. If this tournament was so free, why didn't you use your girl Raven? Why did you go to Aquaman?
Because I wanted to retire him. I needed to get a win with Aquaman because I've never gotten a win with him before. So I wanted to leave on a high note.
Yeah, that's...
Isn't Aquaman a lot better?
He doesn't fit me as well. It's like I tried him, but I just couldn't get to that point where I felt like I could beat people with him. Every
Why?
time I used him.
No, go on.
It's like you and Killer Frost 16-bit. Like, you use Catwoman.
Cat girl.
I'm offended when you say cat girl.
I know.
She's a grown woman, please.
It's a slip of the tongue. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's like when you use you enjoy using Catwoman, and I enjoy using Raven. I just don't have as much fun when I play as Aquaman.
I respect that.
No, that's fair.
What is it about Raven that appeals to you? Why when you when you saw Raven were you like, yeah, that Raven, you were like, that's my girl. I gotta play her. Why?
Actually, do you want to hear the whole story behind how I came to play Raven?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so as you know, my first two characters were Doomsday and Wonder Woman.
Yes.
And I picked Doomsday before the game came out because I saw him on the stick and I was like, I'm going to use Doomsday because I haven't watched DC since the Justice League on Cartoon Network. So I was like, so I'm just going to use Doomsday because, I don't know, I just kind of picked the character because I wasn't really too passionate about anything in the DC universe. So then I picked Doomsday and I played him for a while. I'm like, he doesn't really fit my style because if you played me, you know that I'm the lamest player on Earth, and I love to hold the back button.
Why
And
did
that
you just say
doesn't work.
Earth? Hold on, why did you just say Earth?
Earth?
Like
Sorry.
you're on the 5th of Independence Day. Why did...
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
continue.
Okay, so I switched to Wonder Woman because I decided she was a better character, which she is. But eventually I got to the point where Wonder Woman, I'm like, man, I'm never going to be able to do Instant Air Demigoddess consecutively, and I got really tired of getting kept out. Because that's really Wonder Woman's only issue is getting in, which is really hard to do against some characters without the instant air. So I decided I was never going to be able to do that. But before then, I had an alt, and my alt was Raven because everyone was playing Blind Man, and they were like, someone's got to pick up Raven in Georgia. We got to have a Raven in Georgia. No, we got to have a Raven. So I was like, fine, I'll pick her up. because at UFGT I got blown up by Green Lantern, and then I played Master D like 50 games, and I lost like 5-45, and I was really fucking salty about Green Lantern, which made me really even more pissed because he never used Black Adam. He was just like, I'm gonna use Green Lantern. You weren't good enough to get my main, so I was like, I'm gonna pick up a character that blows up this character, and I'm never looking back. So eventually, I've been playing Raven more and more, and at first I didn't really know what to do with her. But as I learned more about her, I started digging this. I'm like, my opponent can't move. And I was having like this phase where I was like, man, this game isn't that good. But the more I realized, hey, I get to just run my game on it. And then, I don't know, I really started digging the character. And I remembered when I watched Teen Titans on Cartoon Network, and she was my favorite out of the bunch. So I'm like, yeah, I can dig this. So eventually I just kind of fell in love with her playstyle, and I just really loved that lame shit.
So you found your character.
Yeah.
So you worship Satan.
She fights against Satan.
Yeah.
No, her dad is Satan.
Who she fights against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't fight him.
She summons him.
Yeah.
When she loses control, she's not happy about it.
Yeah, but it's not like it's like a love-hate relationship. She hates that her dad's a demon, but she doesn't hate her dad.
Well, so do you feel that you relate to Raven at all? Like, in any way? Do you
have daddy issues?
Like, do you feel that there's like a demon inside of you that you just can't control or anything like that?
Well, I have gone to counseling for explosive anger issues, so...
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
That's interesting.
Okay, when I was in 7th grade...
I know some people that could use that.
When I was in 7th grade, I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. But when I was in 7th grade, I threatened to choke somebody to death because they were harassing me.
Jesus.
What?
Why?
They were harassing me. See, when I was in high school, everyone made fun of me because they said I was weird. So it really got pissed me off. Eventually, around like junior year, yeah.
Watch what
They just don't know. They don't know high quality people when they spot them.
High quality.
Yeah. Well, most of them went to like West Georgia or went directly into the workforce. So whatever.
The workforce. Right on.
All right, so they were making fun of you, and you said you were gonna choke them to death, and you got in trouble.
Yeah, I got in trouble, and
So you're the one that got in trouble, even though they were the antagonists.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
Were you like, I'm gonna choke you to death? You told me
Yeah,
that?
did you use the words to death?
Yeah.
Wow. That's dark.
That's kind of... I'd be pissed off if I were you about that.
Yeah.
It's okay. I really like my psychologist.
Your fucking classes. I mean, didn't you feel that you were kind of justified of being a little pissed off?
Yeah, like these guys pushed and pushed and pushed, and you stood up for yourself.
So you stood up for the bully. You got in trouble.
Yeah,
I've been socialized to believe that I went too far. So
that sounds like bullshit, man.
It probably is.
You didn't even do it. You just threatened them.
Yeah, you didn't even. It might have been better if you actually like punched him in the face.
It's I have punched someone in the face, but that was in elementary school. I haven't punched someone since.
So how were these anger management courses? Were they just like you got to control yourself or some shit?
No, I just talked to a guy in a room for an hour.
Was it just one session?
No, it was multiple.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, I went to the guy for years.
Wow.
Do you truly believe you have an anger issue?
Well, I did kind of blow my lid at Evo, so I started taking pills again.
Fuck you, Grant episode.
What was that all about?
Isn't that? But I mean, that's not like an anger. Like, is that really like your uncontrollable anger and you're gonna kill someone? Is that really?
Well, I'm not gonna hurt anybody, but I appear really childish, and that's embarrassing.
I don't understand. This is how many times have the two of us gone ape shit and then we're just like, all right, peace, see you tomorrow. Like, I don't
Who
understand.
the ape shit at work?
Yeah, what's the big deal? That's true. What's the big deal?
Well, I guess I just hang out with I guess my family is just full of cool, collected people that I have to emulate. I don't know.
Man, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, if I
was sitting in that room with an hour with that guy, I'd be like, this is bullshit, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy talking to people when they pretend like they're paying attention.
You're that desperate for someone to listen to you?
You now have thousands of people listening to you right now.
Yeah. They're hanging on your every word.
They probably are.
And that bully, you realize now, years later, he's probably working on some farm or some factory. No one gives a shit about him.
He went straight to workforce.
Well,
he went straight to the workforce.
Well,
you've won a regional tournament. You've won a local tournament. Thousands of people hear you out. You participated at Evolution and all these other tournaments. You're kind of a big deal.
In small circles, yeah.
Well, he's kind of a nothing in nothing. I mean, whatever happened to that guy? Is he relevant?
Yeah, he's not on a podcast.
I don't even remember who it was. It might have been Brody. I don't know.
The guy from Jaws?
No, he was part of the wrestling team. Was it Slade? No. See, the high school I went to were state champions in wrestling. We couldn't win anything else for shit, but we could win wrestling. I didn't even care. When I left high school, I vowed never to step foot in the building again, and so far I haven't.
I will back you up on that. I know I got a letter about my 10-year reunion and all that, and I was like, this experience sucked. These people sucked. Why would I want to go back?
Yeah, school sucks.
Yeah, school fucking sucks.
I didn't want to go back either. I was like,
so
I
glad
don't
it's
over.
over.
That shit.
Life is so much better after school.
Yeah,
I know.
It is.
People that say that's the best years of their life are full of shit.
Yeah.
It sucks so bad.
I had to be forced to go to my graduation. I wanted to skip my graduation. I was like, just send me the diploma in the mail. I don't care. I don't want to associate with people that I don't particularly like. And if I like you, I'm in contact with you anyway.
Yeah, that's basically how I am.
My parents made me. My mom was like, no, I want to go to it.
Well, I'm more of a ritualist by nature, so I went without complaint.
You're into rituals?
Rituals?
No, a ritualist means that you honor tradition.
Are you a witch?
So you mean like a traditionalist?
Yeah. No, that's the sociological term. A ritualist.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You clearly worship Satan.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I
just
worship
say it.
Satan, why am I not part of Gaming for Satan?
That's true.
I'm not.
So, I was talking to Sunk, who is known for being satanic. I think we all know that, right?
Yeah.
He studies the dark arts, and he was telling me that apparently near Dizzy and I's apartment is this really infamous cemetery where there's ghosts and satanic rituals. It's like only a few minutes away. Isn't that tight? So,
yeah.
At Frosty Faustings, I was thinking maybe, you could take us and show us some of your rituals.
If my family was Witchers, I don't think they practiced any of their anti-dark magic in a long, long time. I don't know. I found two definitions for Witcher. One is Witch Hunter, and the other is, Diviner. We find water.
So you know about this stuff.
Pretty lame.
Yeah, but you've looked into this.
Well, I've always wondered what my last name is, but...
Wait, what's your last name?
Witcher.
What? What?
Yeah.
It says it right there.
Oh, yeah. Dude, your last name, you're clearly a Satanist.
Yeah.
You play Raven?
You
have a demon?
You have a demon.
Smoke was actually like a demon, wasn't he?
He was. Tomaz was a demon.
Yeah. Scorpion clearly. I mean, he's a hellspawn.
So all I can play is demons effectively.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously, you threaten to murder people. You play demonic characters. Your last name is Witcher. You're ritualistic. It's
sinister, man.
If it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck.
Yeah. He's clearly using you as, as a rod or whatever.
What?
I don't know. I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of the word. What is it
Failure
called?
slips.
I couldn't think of
Failure.
the word.
Are you a rod?
So, let's talk about Raven. So now we know why you like her, but do you think she's good?
I think she's very tournament viable. She has a few stinker matchups, but she doesn't. Yeah.
Continue.
But I don't. Okay, I think now, like, I'm probably gonna get like invited to like the Illuminati tier chart, like, conversation or whatever. But I don't think she loses to Black Adam. I don't think she loses to Superman. She beats the shit out of Green Lantern. She doesn't. I don't think she loses to Wonder Woman. I'm sure Foxy's going to get on after he hears this. If he listens to this, I doubt he does.
There's no way Foxy listens.
I doubt
Yeah.
he listens.
Yeah, I doubt he listens to this.
I don't listen to that Yankee bullshit. They don't know anything about Wonder Woman.
So
My down
when now that we mentioned it, someone's definitely going to tag him and tell
Yeah,
him
that's
what
true.
about this. So he's going to come on. He's going to be like, "No, she mops up Raven," or something like that.
I want Evo for free if I want that. You Yanks have no answer for my down three.
Hey, Soul Crush does whiff when she uses down 3 and I Soul Crush. Because
Just
it lowers her
like
soul
my
level.
Lao was gonna win Evo for free. Oh,
Footsy's loud.
Footsie's Lao is so
No.
hard-head.
No, that's so 2012. Bud Lao.
That's right.
Oh shit.
There's no way Foxy listens to this crap.
I think he does actually.
Wasn't Bird Lao? Didn't Carl like pretty much revolutionize Bird Lao? Wasn't he the first to use Bird Lao?
I don't know.
Bird Lao just jumped.
It's you just jump over them and do jump kick, dive kick, and then when they try to do something, you dash in and punish them with 2.
That's all Laos.
So basically what Carl did for years.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Anyway, so
To make fun of Foxy.
who are the stinker matchups?
The stinker matchups, the stinker matchups are Flash is the worst. I have no idea how bad that matchup is. That's just awful.
What?
And I'll explain why Flash is bad in a second. Flash, Grundy, Bane, and maybe Doomsday. Maybe.
All right. Why is Flash bad?
Flash is bad because he shuts down all of Raven's tools. See, Raven is a character that gets away with shenanigans because I'm negative, but you're so far away, I can't do anything. Even, except for, like, the very max range. Like, if he took one step forward, he can do a reversal charge and get a full combo punish on Soul Crush anywhere on the screen. And if I do a pillar, and then I do another pillar, and he does charge, and I don't do like a closer pillar to hit him out of it, he'll hit me and get full combo. So it completely shuts down my zoning. That means I have to play up close when Raven's mix-ups aren't that good. His down 2 is really good. It lowers him like to the bottom, like to the fucking floor. So he can beat most of my jump ins with just his down 2. So I'm forced to seek out a cross up against him, and I don't want to be close to him anyway. Like, even if he didn't have the charge, he would still be tough because he could just dash in because he has one of the best dashes in the game because they decided he needed it for some god-awful reason.
Well, he is the Flash. I mean, shouldn't he have a fast dash?
He already has like one of the best walk speeds.
Well, he's
Yeah,
the
he
fastest man alive. I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't care. That's like saying Superman should be the best because he's Superman.
That sounds like a reasonable argument. I mean, it's Superman.
It's a fighting game. I don't give a shit who it is.
All right, don't threaten to choke me.
Don't kill him.
Yeah, all right, jeez, man.
Calm down there.
Yeah,
Okay, I promise I won't kill you this time, 16-bit.
okay.
Control your demon.
I'll let you off the
So-
hook today.
So, Slips, you play as Flash. What do you think? Are you buying it?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, she has to play up close, so I gotta play footsies with him. I'm always afraid of the dumbass charge. She can actually punish the charge, so that's a plus in her favor. I'm always afraid of the dumbass charge, and I don't want him anywhere close to me, because he's gonna do the dumb 50-50 shit. Like, I can actually... Okay, if I had decent mix-ups, if I had an overhead, it wouldn't be that bad, because I'd have a way to open him up, and I could just kind of play, like, the long game against him. But I can't even do that, because I do have a few tools. Like, his down one sucks, because I'm floating. I'm a floaty character, and, like, for some reason, if I trade with his down one, like, if I down one, I'm -1, and he down ones and I down one, and we trade, there's a hit trade, I actually win the trade. I'm +10, because he's only +7 on the first hit of down one. So, I can do that. I'm really fast, so I can back up and then, like, just block the overhead, and then, like, block... And then he has to hit me with, like, the overhead or, like, the sweeping hands or something. Whatever that string is where, like, he spins in, like, a circle. So there's options, but it's bad because the Flash gets you, and then Raven has horrible wake-ups, which is one of the reasons why she loses her matchups. And he carries you to the corner, and then he resets you, and then it's over. Okay, let's move on to a different matchup, shall we?
Okay.
Grundy...
What is Raven's mix-ups? Like, how does she open someone up?
Pillar, 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 pillar. Oh shit, you're doing 2% you're doing 2.5% every time you do this. You've done like 15% to me. I better move. Soul Crush. I do 28%, send you about halfway across the screen. And then no, she's a chip character. I have a pretty good cross-up with Jump 1 and Jump 3. It's pretty ambiguous because it's like right below her. And then I have Back 1, which is a low, but then my only overhead is my slow-ass forward 3, which is 29 frames, so I really have to rely on cross-ups and grabs.
I was gonna say, isn't her grab pretty good?
Her grab's retarded. Like, people complain about it at AK. He's like, I can't tell when you're gonna grab me because it looks like I just soul crushed you because it's the same animation. Plus, like, the grab animation's so low key, and by the time it gets past the ungrabbable state, you kind of just have to know I'm gonna grab you.
Yeah, it seems like to me you can you can mix up grab with back 3. Because her back 3 kind of reels her back, so when they think it's a throw coming, they hit the throw. And most people don't have, super good throw range, and her back 3 will kind of make the throw whiff, and then she gets the back 3.
I've never really thought of that. I've been doing tick throws with back 2. Back 2 is actually +2 on blocked, so I can check them with like a down 1. Sometimes I go for like bullshit shenanigans when they have a terrible down 1. Like, I'll do down 1, down 1, down. I'll just spam down 1 because it's only -1. It has like no recovery. And then, like, randomly I'll do down 1 lift, and it'll try to interrupt me, and I win all trades because there's this stupid glitch where it, like, pulls them up in the air and they hang there, but I go into, like, my hit stun recovery, so they just hang there, and eventually they'll just fall. But I get a free combo from that. It's great. It's great. So I kind of use that, like, down 1 smoke ball, but that's kind of gimmicky. I don't know. I just kind of... I condition people to block my forward 3 on wake up because, it can be if you time it right, it can be Aquaman's wake ups. Like, you can stand right outside of Black Adam's lightning cage, which is something I wasn't doing. Like, when I was playing you K7, I really needed to work that in my game. I can stand out right outside of it, and like I can hit you with like the tip of it. So like you have to backdash unless you want to take the chip. And of course, every time I hit you with a forward 3, you're in a frame trap.
Yeah, it sucks.
So basically, yeah, she's a frame trap and chip character with a good cross up. That's basically all she is.
Okay.
Like, how good is she? Is she top 10? Is she top 5?
Like, there's so many good characters in this game. I don't know if I can place her in top. Like, I want to place her in top 10. But I don't know, like, who all she beats at the moment. Like, she may beat more characters than I actually know. But like looking at the matchup, like I'm saying a lot of them are 5-5 just to be safe. But she's definitely a good character to take the tournament because she goes even with Aquaman, she goes even with Batman, she beats Green Lantern, she goes even with Superman, in my opinion. She goes even with Black Adam, in my opinion. What other like super big tournament characters are there? I don't think like I've been playing Martian Manhunter and like I've been told she loses, but I haven't seen it, so I don't see it. She beats the shit out of Green Arrow. She beats the shit out of Cyborg.
Yeah.
I think she goes even with Batgirl, and I'll explain that. It's because Batgirl actually has to respect all her shit. Like she has to respect the frame trap. Like the risk reward is like way high in her favor if she does like a YOLO teleport, but she still has to respect the fact that I can do Soul Crush, and she can't punish that. And if I block it, like if I go for max damage mid screen punish, I get 45, forward 2 up 1, and to 3 lift meter burn. That's 45 if I do the whole combo. So I get 45 for that. It sucks when she just gets you close to you, and the reason, and her walk speed is horrible, and that's the only reason why it's not in her favor. She has to dash towards me, and Raven is one of the best dash punishers in the game. Down one lift, like I see you dash up to me, I'm gonna lift you and send you back full screen, where you're gonna have to work your way in. And plus, she can just parry all her projectiles. I don't know. I get, like, I'm sure, like, Sonic Fox is going to get on and be like, no, I beat the shit out of Blind Man all the time, or something like that. I don't know. But I've played it, and it just doesn't feel that bad.
Let's briefly talk about Blind Man. First off, do you consider him your sensei? Are you training with him?
He is my sensei. I ask him for advice. I literally learned how to play Raven because, like, Pig of the Hut was like, if you want to learn how to play Raven, just don't pay attention to anybody else on the Raven forums. Look up what Blind Man did. So that's what I did. I literally like combed, like I had to go through all the discussion to find what Blind Man said to learn how to play Raven. So that's how I learned how to play her, by just reading what she said.
Do you talk to him a lot?
Or he said. Actually, I haven't talked to him at all. I never even had his number until as soon as I won, AKA he texted me. Like someone gave him, like I don't know who gave him my number, but he texted me and was like, "Yo, great job." So now I have his number. So he's more like a spiritual teacher because I haven't really learned directly from him that much.
So you don't really know him, but he's in your heart.
Yeah, I met him at Evo. He's a cool guy.
Will you get his haircut?
So never get a haircut ever?
Yeah, basically.
I'd like to see you with his haircut.
I've thought about it. Like, I haven't had a haircut in a while. Like, my haircut, I can, like, see my hair. It's, like, hanging down in front of my eyes right now.
Well, you're almost there, then.
I guess.
What's the longest you guys ever had your hair? All of you.
Okay. I think just a bit longer than this. I can't really, like, completely covering my ears, but past that, I couldn't stand it. I can't really stand hair touching my ears.
Yeah, I've never had long hair. I
kind of have. In high school, I had, like, the John Connor haircut, where it hangs over your eye.
John Connor.
That's
really?
Tight.
It's tight.
You never had a mullet, K7?
No.
I don't believe that.
I haven't.
You definitely seem like someone that'd have a mullet.
Why?
You do.
I mean...
Why?
Oklahoma?
So?
Where do you work?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
Where do you work?
I don't want to say.
Where do you work?
A sod farm.
And you're wondering why I would suspect you have a mullet.
Yeah.
Work where?
Sod farm.
A dirt farm.
I sell dirt.
That's tight.
Oh my god.
Hey, if it wasn't for people like K7, where would you get your, like, $5 bags of dirt at the gardening section of Walmart?
God.
So, It's kind of
So
weird.
So Glass Sword, is K7 what you consider like someone who just went straight into the workforce?
I did.
Yeah, but I do have to say there's
Do you
nothing
think
wrong
that
with
bully is selling dirt as well?
It's $1 million business.
I don't know, man. I don't know what he's doing.
Glass Sword, do you have a job?
I've never worked a single day in my life.
What?
What?
How old are you?
22.
Jesus.
When are you gonna start working?
As late as possible.
Why?
Because my father always said, as soon as you start working, you can't stop.
How do you have money?
Yeah, how do you
My
live?
parents give it to me.
So they're endorsing this.
Yeah.
Do you have an allowance?
Sorta.
How much?
I can't put it in the dollar amounts. I don't really know. I just kind of do my thing, and I'll ask, hey, can I go to this? And they'll be like, how much is it? And I'll be like, this much. I'm like, okay.
Are your parents rich?
My dad runs a pretty successful law firm.
Really?
So he's rich.
It's small-ish. I don't know. We're upper mid class. We aren't rich. Like I've met rich people. Like we aren't rich. We're just well-to-do.
Well-to-do.
Well-to-do. Who's the richest person you know?
Probably probably Amanda. Like she's one of my sister's friends
You don't
from
know
Emory.
who that is.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
always talk about people like we know.
Well, you asked who's the richest person I know.
Well, this was a segue to get you to talk about Reno. He's rich, right?
No, he's not.
That's what I thought. I asked.
Yeah, I thought he was loaded.
He's not. Like he's an entrepreneur. Like
I thought he was like fucking Batman. He owned all these businesses and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not quite positive all what he owns. Like, I'm kind of worried. Like, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to reveal it. But he's putting a lot of his cards, a lot of his card chips into this new business.
What?
I'm trying to find the correct analogy. He's putting a lot of his chips into this new business he's trying to start involving the fighting
he's putting
game.
all his eggs in one basket?
He's putting a lot of them, not all of them.
He's putting like
A lot of eggs.
most of his eggs in
That
a
was
basket.
awesome.
Yeah, a lot of eggs in that basket.
Yeah, what is this big reveal?
I
He's hyping
can't-
it up.
I can't reveal it until he gets it
Do
done.
you know?
Yeah, I've been there.
Man, I want to know.
Yeah, we played sets. I went back and forth with Goomba's Wonder Woman, and then I was free to Superman because.
What does this have to do with anything?
Well, you asked me. I don't know. It has nothing to do with
What?
anything.
What is going on?
That was tight.
All right.
KTP people.
Yes.
All right, Glass Sword. I have a question for you.
Yes.
I understand. I've heard rumors. I know a lot of your fans. When it comes to Glass Sword, I have my ear to the ground. I hear things, and one of the things I hear about you is that you prepare pop-offs in case you beat a top player. That you practice your pop-offs in front of the mirror. Can you tell
That's
us about
tight.
that?
I do think about it sometimes, but I wouldn't really say they're pop-offs. Like, I really want to go for more like the Bond one-liner. You know, after he kills somebody, like he'll say something like really cool. So I want to do something like that.
Like if you like threw someone into an electrical conduit, and you were like, "That was shocking," that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or like you kill someone with the TV in Arkham, and you're like, "What's on TV?" You are. Like, that kind of thing.
That's
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah.
That was super lame. Oh, you mean
Or
like-
you shoot someone with a nail gun and you're like, nail them both.
Yeah, that's a Bond one-liner.
Was that where the Trey Welcome to Losers came from?
Right? Did you practice that?
I never like I had one prepared for Trey, but I was so surprised I won that I just said the first thing that came to my mind.
That was tight.
So, who are some of the people that you'd like to beat and give a one-liner to?
Pig
if
of
you
the
could
Hut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your father.
He's one of my only people. He's one of the only people in the Atlanta scene I haven't beaten in tournament.
Do you view
Oh.
Brant as a father figure? Be honest.
No. Like, I've always had, like, the weirdest relationship with Brant. Like, I have a hard... I think I understand him a bit better now, but it's really hard to, like, pinpoint sometimes, like, his motivations or, like, his thought patterns. So I've just kind of accepted it that sometimes he's just gonna do his own thing. Like, we were supposed to have a big... Hello? Am I cutting out?
No, you're fine.
No.
You were
Okay.
talking about your relationship with Pig.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, on one example is, like, on CEO, like, when we were going to CEO, like, there was this big discussion that we were all going to get together and form a team. Like, it would have been a really good team if it was Brant and Trey and Goomba. That would have been a really good team. But, like, Rico Suave called him, like, he had just finished came out of his mouth that he was going to be on the team with the Georgia people. And Rico called him, and he was like, do you want to be on the team? And he was like, sure. So he basically turned around. So he has a higher allegiance, in my opinion. He's probably going to blow me up for this. But I think at the end of the day, he wants to win. And if an opportunity presents itself to win, even though that kind of puts us off, he's going to take it. So, like...
So he's kind of an elitist to you guys.
He can be insensitive.
And Daddy is not going to be pleased when he hears this.
Pig of the Hut on blast.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty tame criticism.
I think you've upset. He's going to be upset.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's probably going to be upset for all of, like, 30 seconds, and then he's going to get over it, because that's the way he is.
So he's a
Would
pushover.
Yeah, he's weak.
No, he's like you and Slip 16-bit. He gets angry and he yells about it and he gets over it.
Would you say Pig is one of the top 3 saltiest players in the MK community?
He is very salty. Yes, he's definitely top 3. He is, I would have to say he's the top 1 most driven. He's like the most obsessed with winning.
What's the saltiest you've seen Pig?
He was really salty at UFGT. Like, what tournament was it? Was it UFGT? It was one tournament where he lost and, like, he was just like, I don't want anybody to talk to me. He was really upset.
Damn.
Pig voice is awesome.
That was good.
That was pretty good. This was the last UFGT?
The one,
Yeah,
like,
he'd
the
be
one
salty as hell as both UFGTs.
yeah. He was a little better at the one with MK because he made it to grand finals, but I think that after that UFGT, like, he stopped playing, like, anybody except Cabal. So he played Cabal for, like, months straight, and he still couldn't beat him. That's how good Cabal is.
Damn.
Yeah, Pig's on blast.
Jesus.
Man, you really are burning bridges. I guess
No.
now that you've won Atlanta Kombat, you feel you're better than Pig, and you can just call him out.
No, he's
After all
definitely...
everything he's done, he's now just whatever.
If you want to interpret that way, 16-bit, feel free to.
I think that's how he's going to interpret it.
Fuck you, Brad.
Austin?
Young Austin.
Alright, so,
Do we really come off of, like, a father and son? Like,
yes.
like, people have
Yes.
mentioned this, like, do I really follow him around, like, a lot? Like, I'm kind of awkward. I don't know what to do in, like, public sometimes. I want to, like, I come up there with these other people, and I kind of, like, I'm always have, like, this group mentality that we should do things together, but everyone just kind of wanders off, so.
Pig told
I
me a
don't know.
story once that you were so into, like, the family and, like, hanging out together that you forced all the Atlanta guys to have a sit-down dinner at Olive Garden.
What?
That's not really okay. This is what happened. We were in the car, and we were like, okay, where do we want to go? And I said, hey, there's an Olive Garden, we should go there. And everyone was like, I don't know, guys. And it was like, well, where else do you want to go? No one suggested anything. This was like after moments of silence. I'm like, if no one wants to go anywhere, we're gonna go to Walmart. Gonna go to Olive Garden. And he was like, okay. So they went.
Why
That's
did
basically
you confuse Walmart with Olive Garden?
I don't know. Because I talk too fast, and I don't know.
All right.
One thing I've been thinking about lately when I think about salty players, every salty player has a tell. When you know, that's the moment when you know they've salted out. For example, Slips, if we're playing and he's not doing well this set, if he starts doing quick rematch, then I know it's over. And with me, if I start pausing the game and going, can we admit Catwoman sucks? Can we admit? If I start saying, can we admit, then you know I'm done.
That's a huge tell, 16-bit. You actually have to pause. You get so salty, you pause the game.
Yeah, what would you say is Pig's tell?
From
what I've noticed, it's when he starts demanding silence.
That's like, I think he does it in stages. That's like level 5. When he starts demanding silence, he's like all the way. Like there's no coming back.
That's the moment when you know it's over. So you'd say that's accurate. When Pig starts telling everyone to be quiet so he can concentrate, you know that this set's over.
Yeah, that's when he's gotten really salty. He plays pretty well when he's salty. He's not like, I remember at CEO when you talked about salting out and you said Sunk gets completely free when he salts out. I do
too. Like a lot of us do.
I don't think Pig gets that bad when he salts out, but he definitely. I think everyone plays worse when they get upset.
Do you ever salt out?
Definitely, but mostly online. I'll salt out. I remember when I played MK9, every time I trained the Reptile Raid matchup online, I'd salt out like within 2 or 3 games. I definitely punish that. And I'll get angry and I'll start yelling. I'm glad I live alone now.
Tell us about where you used to live. Didn't you have a roommate?
Yeah, I did. I had a roommate. I was gonna do this for the MK9 burial, but I guess that's not gonna happen. So do you want we were gonna do what were you gonna do? Where I was gonna bring back the Vortex when I came back for the KTB special, and I told about my story about sitting down the pee, which I don't do anymore. I'm self-conscious about it now.
So
that's huge.
KTB has actually helped you with an issue.
Yeah, I'm self-conscious about it now, so I don't do it anymore.
How's that going for you?
Yeah, how's that going? Would you say your aim is good?
Life is quicker.
Life is quick. I can see that.
So you don't ever do it at all? You don't feel like sometimes it's worth doing, sometimes it's not? You're just standing constantly.
No, I'll do it in the morning when I'm asleep, but that's about it.
All right.
Or when I need to poop, but
that's a good idea.
Most people do.
Yeah.
Yeah. On top of the game, 16-bit.
Thank you.
Doesn't it suck when you go to pee and then your pee splits into 2 streams?
Oh, that's tight.
I don't.
That hasn't happened to me in a long time, but it does suck. Especially since I live alone now, so I know no one's gonna clean it up.
You know why that happens.
Wait.
Piss everywhere.
Wait, stop.
Dude.
We have to acknowledge. No, stop. We have to acknowledge something. You just said, now that you live alone and no one's there to clean it up.
Yeah.
What?
I know Mom's not gonna clean it up. I wipe it up, but no one's gonna clean the toilet but me.
Okay.
Anyway, K7, you know why it splits.
What?
You just got done doing your stuff.
Oh, because of coming?
Yeah, I mean, to put it bluntly. There's obstruction, and it has to clear.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh my god, man.
Well, I have some advice. Maybe you should sit down to pee after you finish.
I'll take that into consideration.
So, last order. How would you rank the rest of the Atlanta scene? Who do you think is the players to look out for there? and who needs to level up. Like, I'm gonna ask you some names, and I'd like you to give me a rating, a report card of the Atlanta scene. They can have an A, B, C, D, or F. Are you ready?
Okay.
And I want you to pull no punches here. I know you. When I think of you, I think you give real talk. You know, you say how you feel, so I want honest answers here, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to start off with Trey.
B.
What do you think he needs to improve on?
Okay, first off, he's still doing day one Hawk Girl combos. And and he really salts out. Like, he's one of the saltiest players in Atlanta. He has pretty good tournament order, but when he gets upset, like, he just salts out. Like, he salted out versus PL at CEO.
What about Clint?
B.
What are his issues?
Matchup knowledge. He doesn't seem like, when I was playing Raven, he was like, what is this? So he didn't even know my character. Like, he's very adaptable. Like, he has all that experience and he has good setups and stuff, but sometimes, and another thing is, like, he'll get his head stuck on, I'm going to do this one thing, and he'll keep doing it. Like, when he was playing Smar the other day and he was doing, like, all those jump threes, Smar was just respecting him. Why didn't he just land and do a 50-50? Like, if Smar is respecting his option just to do jump three repeatedly, why didn't he just land and do an overhead or do a low? So yeah, he can get kind of repetitive and caught up in some things, but he makes really good adaptations, and he has good setups and really good reads. But that's just the way he is.
What about Smar?
Smar, I'd say A.
So he's your best player.
Basically. Well,
What
out of people that come.
Right. Would you say Saltface is your best player?
I think Saltface might be the best player in Georgia right now.
Okay.
Better than Pig?
I haven't played Pig.
Oh. When's the last time you played Pig?
Like, last time he came to Atlanta Kombat, I don't know, like a month and a half ago.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
Pig, like, when I said, like, his higher allegiances to winning, like, all he's been doing, like, when he played, all he's been doing is, like, playing Sinestro and, like, Superman in, like, his bad matchups. So, I'm not on that list because he's played Blind Man a bunch. He's offered to play me now to help me prepare for NEC, but he's been working on his bad matchups.
Who would you rather beat in tournament at NEC? CD Jr., Tom Brady, or Rico Suave? Explain why.
I'd rather beat Rico Suave because he's had the most success out of any tournament player for the Injustice scene.
Would you pop off? Like, what would be your one-liner?
Oh man, I'd have to think about this.
I'm sure you will.
The dictator has fallen. Something like that.
You need something better than that.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll think of something better.
Start practicing now.
Start practicing. Like, CD Jr. salted out from life, so I don't even know how good he is anymore.
What?
Jesus. Shots are being fired.
God.
All he does is complain about the game on Twitter. I don't even know if he shows up for locals anymore.
I think he's done.
Yeah, I think he says he's going to NEC and then he's done. I think.
Okay. So like I said, he's permanently salted out. And Tom's one of my favorite people, and if I beat him, that would be excellent for me, but I feel kind of bad because Tom lost, and I always love watching Tom play.
That's nice.
That's nice. You're a fan.
I am a fan of the Brady.
The Brady.
Brady.
That's awesome.
I've heard that when you beat Tyler Lantern for the first time, you started crying. Can you tell us about that?
That was in Mortal Kombat. As you may know, I've never had any success in Mortal Kombat at all.
Yeah.
I tried my damnedest. Actually, I don't think I tried enough because I got to the point where I was like, I'm never gonna get good. And I kind of stopped like right before NEC came out. But I tried hard for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally beat Tyler, and I've never beaten any, like, I think I beat Sias once, and I beat a couple other people. Like every time I won in Mortal Kombat at the Atlanta scene, it was basically an upset. That's how bad I was. So when I beat Tyler, who is one of our best players, even though he had some really bad habits in Mortal Kombat, because he's actually improved. I think he's improved as a fighting game player, because like he had like the reads and like strong stuff, like all the strong fundamentals and all that, but he played Reptile and he really fell into like being like that crazy Reptile, and he would do all this crazy random unsafe safe stuff, especially when he had like a life lead to milk. So like he would do stuff like down one slide and all this crazy. You can't really predict. You could never really predict him, and that was one thing he had going for him. But I never thought I would be able to catch up to Tyler or Pig or any of them. So I finally beat him, and I was just really happy, and I teared a little.
That's kind of tight. I respect.
Yeah, I respect that.
Are you like a straight A student?
So I was.
What happened?
I stopped giving shit.
What?
Why?
I don't know. Like, I got tired of it. And biology. Like, I can do well in, like, my major. Like, that's easy. Like, I write really good papers for, like, sociology and stuff.
What's your major?
Sociology. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. That's the problem.
Now, what do
Yeah,
you
what do
want
you do with that?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I never really thought about it. I've always gone through life just doing what I've been told.
You don't have like your own passion or something?
No, like I went to school because mom told me to go to school, and my family told me they expected me to go to college, so I went to college.
So do they expect you to? What do they expect you to do once you have your degree?
Probably go to graduate school or law school or something.
I could get you a job at the sod farm.
I'm not sure if I'd want to be doing that for the rest of my life.
Damn, that's a blow up.
I don't blame you. Fuck.
Case 7, will you be working on the sod farm for the rest of your life?
Fuck no.
Okay.
What are your aspirations?
Yeah.
I don't. No idea.
Just get off the sod farm.
Yes. One day I'm gonna move away from Oklahoma. It sucks here.
Move to Alabama so I can have somebody to play in real life.
I don't think
That'd be just
Alabama's
as bad.
Yeah, Alabama
I gotta
isn't
get out of
any
this
better.
redneck hick place. I'm going to
Jesus.
Alabama.
Hey, come to Birmingham. We're like a burgeoning metropolis or something like that.
A what?
A burgeoning metropolis?
Burgeoning?
Is that a word?
Yeah.
I think it is.
I'm gonna look it up. Burgeoning.
You mean bulging?
Burgeon. Burgeon. Begin to grow or increase rapidly.
It
Flourish.
is a word. It is a word.
Okay, I mean he's an A student, so.
Holy shit.
I was. Now I'm like B and an F. I'm like,
Oh, so you've got an F before?
no, I haven't failed a class, but I might for biology. I'm gonna try to pass with a C because this class really sucks and I hate it.
Have you guys gotten an F before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Many
Yeah.
Fs. Oh yeah.
Many Fs. What
Oh, yeah.
was your first F?
They were so common. I don't even know. Like, I mean, math. I flunked a lot of classes.
Yeah, I sucked in math.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck.
Man,
Stupid.
like I'm such a patsy. Like I used to cry when I made a B.
Patsy.
You cried when you got a B?
Yeah, I used to, but I stopped
As in-
giving a fuck.
Like you cried because you didn't get an A?
Yeah.
God, I'd cry tears of joy if I got a B.
Yeah.
My parents would be like, "Oh my god, you're gonna be a doctor. You got a B."
Hey, C's get degrees.
What?
Wow.
You're an inspiration to everyone listening.
Yes.
Well, I try, folks. Stay in school, kids. That goes for you, Sonic Fox.
Oh my god. That's racist.
Like, no, he's like the only one I know young enough to like still be in school.
Speaking of racism,
Oh wait, no, Blind Man's still young.
I understand that you understand the origin of African
Oh shit.
people of African
okay.
descent.
My God.
Okay. Let me explain the way what I was saying. Okay, so the way skin pigmentation works
Mhm.
What?
is skin pigmentation.
Okay.
Like the reason like we have different like tan colors.
Okay.
So people lived near the equator at one time. And then like the ice age happened or whatever, I don't know. And
It's already
they
very scientific.
yeah. Hey, like I'm failing biology for a reason, man. Okay. So they moved away, and then as they moved away from the equator, their skin became more pale because they needed to be able to let more sunlight because they didn't need all that pigmentation. So after they moved, depending on where your ancestors ended up, that's your skin color. So if everyone started from the equator, then everyone's skin was going to be really dark at their ancestors somewhere way back in the past.
Like what are Asian people then?
I don't know. They're
Like-
I don't know. They're whatever. They're Asian.
How do you explain like the Native Americans and their reddish hint?
I wasn't really trying to think that far, but I was just saying that the different colors. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's something to do with the climate.
I don't think you thought this through.
Yeah.
I thought. You know what? I thought it through more than I choke on Kush and Clint the Beast. I didn't have that big of a competition
What?
when it comes to scientific thinking.
That's super racist, man.
No, it's not.
That was
Yeah, that was
that
fucked up.
explanation.
That was
Dude,
weak.
you are really racist,
That
dude.
was weak.
Yeah.
Okay, I admit it. I'm super racist, guys. At least I know I'm in good company because all three of you are really racist as well.
Speaking of,
I'm not.
who do you think is the best female, like the best female black group?
Black group, like singers.
Yeah.
Oh, TLC. No doubt.
Yeah, TLC. I mean, they're classic.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
What about In Vogue?
Nah.
Free Your Mind. Dude, that's
Okay.
tight.
This is gonna be a blow up, but I really don't know any because I don't pay attention to artists that
Because you're
much.
racist.
I
Yeah,
am.
you're in the South and you don't know anything.
Hey, I live in Birmingham. Like that's like the capital, man.
Yeah, I like, it's the South. Like, you should know your surroundings. Anyway,
Man, like okay, like
What
three
about-
people are gonna listen to this that's never listened to this podcast before, and they're really gonna think I'm
Wait,
racist.
what about Destiny's Child?
They're pretty.
Oh, yeah, I've heard them. I know about them. I like them.
You know who Beyonce is?
Yes.
She's hot.
Who's hotter, her or Kelly Rowland?
Beyonce.
Over Kelly Rowland?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think Kelly Rowland passed her up.
Nah.
I think Beyonce was the hottest. And Kelly Rowland passed her up. Once Beyonce, like, started like messing around with like how thick she is and everything, it kind of threw me off. Like I'm a white guy, like I like them petite, and then she started getting like the big ass, and she started getting that hourglass figure, and I don't know, it's kind of, I'm a white guy, it's not my style, I guess.
What kind of music does Glass Sword listen to?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Country?
I used to. That's what my parents listened to, but I've decided I don't like the majority of like the new stuff. I do like a lot of the older songs. Usually the ones like I like the older ones like by Garth Brooks and Reba McEntire and
Garth Brooks. You like
What's Garth Brooks' best song?
the Thunder Rose?
yeah.
That's tight.
It's a tight good song.
That song's good, yeah.
What about the Friends in Low Places or whatever?
That's
No,
good too.
I don't like that.
I like that one. I like the classics, but like some like the new stuff where like they mix in like the guitar and like they're singing about like drinking beer and like beating their wife or whatever.
What?
I don't like that.
Jesus Christ! What the hell?
Yeah, I guess
Going
that'd be like
on?
Noel Brown's music.
Yeah.
I'm not too into rap. Like I can appreciate when a person can actually rap, but when I can't understand what they're saying, I don't really.
I'm really surprised to hear that you're not into rap.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah,
I hope
Thought
this
you'd
is
be into like
sarcasm.
Dr. Dre, like Snoop Dogg.
right.
You
I'm
like
quite
Biggie?
positive
You like
this is-
Biggie or Tupac more?
I know who Tupac is because I know he was killed, and then after he was
Wow.
killed, rap became murder.
Jesus. That's all you know about him is that he was killed?
Yeah, and he raps.
People on.
Jesus.
Would
Wow.
you say that would you say Clint was your friend?
Yeah, I think Clint's a pretty cool guy.
Do you feel
He's.
you've become more urban since hanging out with Clint?
I've become more urban since playing video games, since playing fighting games.
Do you
It's
like
not
do you
just
feel
Clint.
like a connection growing with Clint?
Not really.
Do you
like,
feel more hood?
Yeah.
definitely not. I think I've gotten wider, like when I've been exposed to urban.
So hanging out with Clint actually makes you wider. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
It's like I don't know. Maybe it's like a withdrawal, like a automatic protection instinct within me.
What?
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 Like, is he a threat?
Yeah.
Or his ways threatening?
Maybe I don't know. Hey, I'm just trying to be funny here, okay? I'm trying hard.
I mean, you're clearly really racist. But
If you got top 8 at NEC, will you go out for a drink with Clint?
If I got top 8 at NEC, I'd probably have to get on the plane to go back to school to take my final on Monday.
you wouldn't even get a drink with him.
Yeah.
If they had it there, I would take it before I got on the plane.
I'm
yeah.
sure Clint's gonna have a drink there.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw
Hey,
you
I-
taking shots after you won.
I took one shot after I spilled half of it on the floor because my hands was shaking so much.
Was winning the Atlanta Kombat the best thing that's ever happened to you? Would you say?
Probably not the best, but it's definitely the most exciting thing to happen to me since high school.
Okay.
What's the difference between your confidence in MK and Injustice?
It's a big difference. Like in Justice, I feel like I can beat anybody. I don't know, like Pig talks like Theo's the second coming of Jesus Christ and he's unbeatable. But,
It's so true.
but like even if like Theo or any like Tyrant and them are ahead of me, I'm quite confident that if I just grind it out, I can catch up. Like in Mortal Kombat, I started final round 2012, and I felt like I was so behind. I felt like I just couldn't catch up. I was so shitty when I started. Like people are giving props for MK because they're like, man, you were so bad, and now you're not that bad. I was still bad. But man, you were so bad. I was good enough to keep out the people that were really bad. That's how good I was.
So you would say you were a gatekeeper.
I was a gatekeeper. I was free to anyone who knew how to play, and especially anyone who knew how to play Kung Lao. So, yeah, in Injustice, I just feel like I can win. Like, when I was at EVO and I was watching all you got, like, you, 16-bit, Rio, like, Dab, the Vegas guys, the Terry brothers. Yeah, like, I refer to the Terry brothers as a unit, too. You mentioned that last podcast.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're a unit. They're always in the same place together. If I ever see one without the other, I'll be like, what? Anyway. But they're cool guys.
They're cool.
But they are a unit. At tournaments, at least.
Who are your favorite MK9 players?
I always, like, you were actually one of my favorites, but I had to grow into you because I was really salty about Katana for the longest time because I could never beat her. So I eventually started liking to watch you, and of course I like to watch Tom because he played Sub-Zero, and every matchup ever was horrifically bad. I like to watch Wound, and I like to watch Tyrant, and I like to watch Pig. The only people I really didn't like to watch were the guys from VVV because they won everything, and I got tired of them.
VVV, I haven't thought about that in 3 years. Remember VVV?
Victory, Valor, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Victory, Valor, Virtue.
Yeah, that's it. Where did the glass sword name come from?
Well, when I was making an Xbox Live title for Halo 2, this is so I could play Halo 2 on
That was
the
a tight
Xbox.
game. That was a tight.
Yeah, Halo 2 was the best for multiplayer on
agree.
Halo.
I agree.
And I was actually good at that game because the battle rifle was broken, and that was my best weapon. But anyway, so I was trying to make up a name, and I was like, I don't want to have numbers in my name. I didn't want to have numbers. Like, I had this big problem. Like, everyone was like, XX killer, XX 1 2 3, or something like that. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So I searched through things like to find. So I started putting like on all these fantasy names because I'm a big nerd like that. And I was like, okay, equipment. What sort of equipment would they not have? And I remembered like it was kind of a spin on like the glass cannon. Like, you break as soon, like you're really like, you kind of just go all out, but then as soon as you can't take it back. So I was like, that's sort of the way I play. Like, I don't have really good, which is ironic because I'm like super defensive. I can't really take it when I'm being pressured. So I was like, well, I'll be like a glass sword, which I found was an actual equipment item from the old Ultima games. And what you did is you could use it once and it did like a shit ton of damage, but then it immediately broke. So I was like, well, that's my tag.
I see. All right. What else you got?
Let me
Who do
see.
you think, Glass Sword, who do you think, just real quick, who do you think are the bottom 5 characters?
Well, let's hold off on that.
Okay.
Let's do something dumb.
Okay.
Dumb.
What celebrity death would happen that would make you feel old? Like, you hear about someone dying, and when you hear about it, you're just like, holy shit! Like, wasn't that person like, close to mine? Like, who would, if someone died and you were like, damn, and they died of natural causes, who would be like, oh my, like I'm next?
Bill
Like,
Murray.
they had to be around my age.
If Bill
or
Murray
just-
died?
Yeah, because I remember him from Stripes when he
I
was
was
all
gonna say-
young.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he dies of old age,
That would suck, yeah.
that will suck, yeah.
In the 90s, he was God, man.
Yeah. I like Sylvester Stallone.
Bill
Yeah.
Clinton. When Bill Clinton dies, that's gonna be weird.
I would definitely feel old when Bill Clinton dies.
Yeah.
Like, the first person that came to mind was, like, for some reason, Eddie Murphy. I don't know why.
That's weird.
I can't believe Ozzy Osbourne's still alive. I've been
He's
waiting.
barely alive.
Yeah, I've been waiting to feel emo about him for a long time, but he's still kicking it.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan will be a weird one.
That'll
yeah,
be sad.
that will be fucked up.
That will be sad.
That's a good one. I think that might be it.
Yeah, yeah. I can
As soon as Hulk Hogan dies, I'm like, holy shit, our generation is gone.
I will be really sad when he dies.
That's a good one.
I loved him when I was a kid.
Who didn't?
Yeah.
You should get you could probably hook Hulk Hogan up with like $200 and you do an intro for the KTP.
Maybe.
Like he did like a shout out to like a Green Lantern for him. Like he made like a YouTube video. They paid
Really?
him. Yeah.
What?
I need to find that video. It's
Did you see his porn?
What?
No.
Hulk
No.
Hogan has a
I know
porn.
about it, but
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
I swear to God.
No, well, it was a tape. He didn't want it out. So.
Well, yeah. It was hidden, but you know who
Why-
Bubba the Love Sponge is?
Yeah, Bubba betrayed him and released it.
He let him fuck his wife and taped it.
What?
Yes. Yes. It's a
Is it-
scandal.
Yeah, it
Isn't
was
that
a
some
big
sort of
scandal.
radio host or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
And the
That's,
The tape
Fucked
got
up.
out, and he tried to sue them and stuff.
I mean, yeah, shouldn't he be able to sue them for that? That's kind of fucked up.
I think they settled it out of court.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hogan's had a bunch of weird scandals the past few years. Like
Yeah.
his son
Yeah.
got in a car wreck, and like the friend in the car is now like brain damaged, just like a vegetable.
Oh, wow, really?
And then his son was caught in a prison tape talking about how it wasn't really that big of a deal and shit.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
What?
fucked up.
Yeah, it's super fucked up.
He's damaged his status.
Yeah, and then he went to TNA, which is worse than death for a wrestler.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
It
terrible.
was terrible.
Yeah.
I've heard TNA is up their game, but
No.
they were like complete shit. So
It's-
if they're just a little
they're
better than
it's
shit.
TNA is about to go under. They are for
Yeah.
sale. Right.
It's shitter wrestling.
It's done.
Why is it so bad?
It's all a bunch of guys that it's either guys that aren't good enough for WWE and washed up guys. The writing makes no. It's written by like known idiots like Eric Bischoff, Vince Russo used to write it. Basically, it doesn't make any sense.
It's trash.
Yeah, it just sucks.
I thought Bischoff he had his run, didn't he?
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
He's clearly capable.
He had 2 good years.
Yeah, he wrote. Okay, like Sting vs. Hogan was tight 15 years ago. No one wants to see it in 2012.
What was better at its peak, WCW or WWE?
WWE, there's no doubt about it.
At
At
its
its peak?
peak, I'm saying WCW.
WCW at its peak, during the NWO's peak, like, they then had Brett versus Austin, Undertaker versus Michaels, stuff like that was
Dude,
going on.
WCW was hot as fuck.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I was like, never again did I ever think I'd watch wrestling again. But I was in high school and like I wasn't a very popular kid. But even the fucking cool kids in high school were doing that fucking NWO like sweet thing and that thing with their hand or whatever. And they're like going around like I was like, what the hell is? So I was like, all right, I'll fucking watch it. If it's cool to watch, then I'll watch it. Shit.
The Outsiders were tight.
Yeah, I mean, that was tight, but...
Man, WWF had some bad years. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think you're thinking clear.
No, you're right.
In
But
'96, they were shit.
I'm just saying peak.
So you're
WWF at its best is better than WCW at its best.
so like
What?
2000 WWF.
Think about the year 2000. Those people.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Full left out. I don't know anything.
like WWE when it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was the peak for me.
Awesome.
Stone Cold,
Awesome.
he was the shit, man. God damn, that was good stuff.
Who did you like better, him or Rock?
I liked Austin.
Yeah, me too.
Rock with the $500 shirts and shit.
Rock was tight.
Awesome.
Rock was good too. I remember I wasn't crazy about him because he was part of that Nation of Domination. He was just like kind of whatever, and then like he started kind of uprising.
Yeah, I remember when he bought all the Nation members Christmas gifts, like gold watches and shit, and then he got Farouk a portrait of himself.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Those good times.
Yeah.
Do you think wrestling can recover from its current slump, or is it
No.
done?
I don't think it ever will.
Oh, it will always. There will always.
No,
be.
I'll tell you why. Because WWE, they don't want to like go all out anymore. They are happy with a consistent product.
Why are they so shitty now? Like, they had a great formula. Like, it was racy, it was edgy, and then it just got super lame.
Advertisers.
What happened?
I don't think that really. Good writing is good writing. In 2000, they weren't really that edgy, and the writing was awesome, and the match quality was awesome. I think that's actually a red herring. I don't think PG's not the problem right now. The writing is just...
Dude, the Generation X, they're just going around telling everyone to suck their dick? Dude. Yeah. Stone Cold's just drinking beer all over the place and flicking off the camera? Like, they are not doing anything close to edgy anymore.
Yeah, but the
Undertaker's doing, like, fucking, like, Satan rituals with glass sword. Like, they're not doing anything close to that anymore.
Man.
Yeah, were you in the Ministry of Darkness?
Yeah, would you have like a symbol and you'd crucify Pig on it if you ever beat him?
Pig would be sacrificed
On a sword? A giant sword?
glass sword.
I've upgraded to Iron Sword in tournament. I just...
When do you upgrade again? When do you reach level 2 or whatever?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think decision has been taken out of my hands.
Okay. My theory with the whole wrestling thing is Vince McMahon's wife wants to be a senator. And so until she has either failed and then he can go apeshit with his crazy, like his edginess again, or she gets the job and then it'll just never be good again until like she retires or dies.
No, she did fail. I think she's done.
She's failed twice, and I don't know if she still wants to run.
They
but if
lost
she does,
a lot
then,
of money.
Yeah.
Who's going to replace Vince when he dies?
Stephanie.
Triple H.
What happened between Vince and Shane? Like, don't they hate each other now?
They don't hate each other, but Shane left the company.
Right.
Why?
Stephanie, it looked like Stephanie was chosen to be the heir, and he was more into media shit, so he pieced out.
More into media shit.
Yeah, like the online site, pay-per-view deals, stuff like that.
Huh. I thought that was kind of getting dumb when it was like Vince McMahon and Shane, like, teaming up and shit. That was dumb.
Having Shane McMahon go even with like The Rock and stuff, that's stupid.
That was bad. That was when it started going downhill.
Yeah.
That was stupid. You can't taint the World Heavyweight Championship belt by just the fucking CEO's son getting it. That's almost as bad as what's that guy's name? David Arquette or whatever.
David Arquette.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that was terrible.
That's just as bad as when he took the WCW championship belt. It's like, really? It's like, that's how fucking unathletic you have to be to get the fucking belt? Like, it really fucked everything up.
Yeah, that sucked.
That was bad. That was bad on both of their ends. And it was super egotistical for the McMahons, too. Like, God, you already own the company. You get the fucking belt, too? Like, how fucking stupid is that?
Remember the N64 wrestling games?
Those games
Oh,
were
yeah.
tremendous.
So awesome.
Do you remember the music on WrestleMania? In the back, dig, 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 dig,
Diggity,
diggity, dog.
diggity, yeah. That was
Socko.
tight.
Dig, 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 dig.
I actually think I own one of those.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
I will money match anyone in those games.
I will blow your back out in that game.
Dude, if you
Do
hold
not
the
fuck
stick,
with me in those games.
if you hold the stick, you can never get pinned.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's a
In
glitch.
WCW Revenge.
Oh, that one, I don't
almost-
know. WrestleMania 2000, though, don't worry.
Created characters?
How is it gonna end if you could never get pinned?
It doesn't. Like in
Does.
WCW Revenge, you can just keep getting out.
It was dumb.
Wow, that sucks.
That's like a game. That's so game breaking. How do you? Do you have to like
Win by
impose a
KO
rule?
or count out.
Do you have to impose a rule where you can't do that?
Well, there's not like there's tournaments.
Yeah.
There should be.
Dude, I'd body fools. That game's that fun.
Like, who was your main in WrestleMania 2000?
I didn't really have a main. I can't even. I just remember the mechanics. Once I got the mechanics down, I was like, I can fucking use anyone. So I don't even give a shit. Give me Austin. I don't care.
Those games were great.
Yeah, they were.
N64 was great.
I love the
Can
64.
we talk about N64?
Yeah, it had a lot of great multiplayer games. I love Mario Party.
Mario
What?
Party was great,
Mario
but
Party.
like
Never
the
played
first
that.
three.
Come on, we're sitting here about to talk about the classics like fucking
Mario Party.
Mario
Dude, real-
64,
Alright,
Mario
bullshit.
Kart, fucking,
stop.
and then you go fucking Mario Party.
Absolutely.
Are you
Real talk.
serious?
If I bring Mario Party to GGA, we will have a blast. Everyone, dude, that game is tight, man.
The best one was number 2. I like number
Agreed.
2 the best. Yeah.
Agreed. They're good though.
Jesus, that's
I will play. Let's get a Mario Party setup going at the arcade. And that game is tight. I don't care what you say, dude. We would play that. We would fucking circle the analog so much you'd get blisters and have to wear gloves and shit while playing.
Man, like 16-bit. This is just me. Like I played through a lot of them, but after 2, I felt like they put in too many luck-based games.
Yes,
like in
I
3.
agree.
In 3, like, you could land on one space and lose all your coins and all your stars to, like, another player on a luck-based game. Like,
Agreed.
you would do, like, the plunger one for the challenge game, where, like, it had, like, the 5 plungers, and you would press one, and then the bomb would explode, up for one of them. So, I just felt unfair. Like, I remember trying to beat the campaign on that. Like, I would come down to that. I'm like, really? This bullshit? It's a coin flip? Whatever.
Top 3.
Nintendo's notorious for making their games super simple. That's what they did with Smash Brothers. It's a
Top
shame.
3. Top 3 N64 games from each of you. I want it.
All right. I'll say GoldenEye is number 1. I'll say Mario Kart 64 is number 2. I would say that Star Fox 64 is number 3.
Good choices.
All right.
Star
I'll
Fox
go
is
with-
incredible. The most quotable game ever made.
It is good.
It's good. I'll body all you guys in multiplayer in that too. Fuck you guys.
Quit dinking around, Slip.
That was super dorky.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I would go Mario 64. Then I would go with Turok 2.
Yeah.
And then I would go with Rogue Squadron.
My sword.
Jesus, this is hard. Let's see. Man, there's so many I like. Played so many fucking games on the 64.
Oh, watch your language.
Pardon me. Please, crowd, audience,
Crowd.
please forgive me. Please forgive me.
100%. Keep
Crowd.
Yes, crowd.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Come on, we don't have all day.
Super Mario 64 has to be on there. I like Rayman: The Great Escape and
What?
GoldenEye
Suck.
64.
Rayman.
Rayman.
Hey, I love Rayman was one of the best platformers that I've ever played.
What?
Fine, I'll put another one up there.
No, if that's your...
Yeah,
I mean, if that's what you like, and that's fine. But what the hell? I've never heard anyone talking about, like, in retrospect and nostalgia of the N64, and someone's like, "Yeah, man, Rayman, that was my shit."
Yeah.
Man, it's just, I thought it was just personal top 3. Like, they're better games. I really liked it. I played through it like 5 times.
Alright, fine.
Alright.
Going WWF No Mercy, Turok 2, Forsaken 64.
What?
Forsaken.
You've never
I mean,
played that?
I know of it, but really,
Dude, that game is tight. What was that?
What was that?
what's that?
What the hell's that?
Glass Swords at a Star Trek computer.
No, I was turning on the heater because it's fucking cold.
Dude, again, your language.
Oh, I'm bad. My bad.
Yeah, you're bad.
You're bad.
What the hell was Forsaken?
Alright, it's like you're a ship and there's no up or down. And you can do death matches or story mode.
It's a lot like Descent. Have you ever played Descent?
Yeah, it's like Descent.
Oh, okay. I see.
4-player, it was tight.
It has one of the weirdest box arts I've ever seen.
That chick with the,
Yeah.
heart tattoo.
Yeah, that's what I know. I remember it for.
The music was sick in that game. It's on PC, too. Check it out. Alright, Glass Sword.
Yo,
I want to know which of these two things I'm going to say is more Glass Sword approved. So you just say which is better, okay?
okie dokie.
Okay. Which is more fun to rub? Cats or dogs?
Dogs. Cats always run away.
What? Why?
Like, every cat I've ever had, like, I pet them and eventually they're just like, okay, you're done, and they walk away.
Well, yeah, 'cause you can't, like, squeeze them. Like,
Well, I don't.
you sure you're not, like, petting them too hard?
Positive.
Would you like to rub Catwoman?
Definitely.
Good answer.
Are you like? Would you rather rub tits or ass?
Tits.
Yeah, good man.
That was tight.
K7, this is a good game.
It is a good game. Y'all can come up with stuff too.
Alright. Continue.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Rob? Wait. No. I thought... Okay, I was still stuck on the rubbing.
They're not all rub questions.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
would you rather rub Chewbacca's pelt
Or Data.
or Captain Picard's bald head?
Captain who? Captain Picard?
Did you
Captain
say
who?
that?
What?
I didn't hear you.
Captain Picard.
Captain Picard.
Would you rather rub his bald head or Chewbacca's pelt?
Pelt.
Am I like petting him on like the head for Chewbacca?
No, you're rubbing his pelt. You're giving Chewbacca a back rub.
Oh.
Or you're patting Captain Picard on the head.
I think it would be funnier to pat Captain Picard on the head.
Okay.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you like more, Star Trek or Star Wars?
I'm gonna have to say Star Wars because Star Trek just kind of passed me over. I've watched a few episodes of like the Next Generation and a lot of the old one, but it was just I don't know. I never really got into it. My parents showed me Star Wars, like the old ones, but never Star Trek.
Okay.
You're missing out. It's good stuff. Sprite or Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew.
Who would say Sprite? Fuck Sprite.
I like Sprite.
I like Sprite.
Sprite is good.
Stupid.
Mountain Dew's eh.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Mountain Dew's-
taste good at all.
It's too like caffeine.
Yeah.
Fires you all up.
Sprite tastes better.
Yeah. Man of Steel or Avengers? It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, you don't have to like.
Man of Steel.
Good answer. That's all I got. I should have wrote more.
Would you rather have a lightsaber or a wizard staff?
A wizard staff.
What?
Magic, man.
I'd rather have a lightsaber. Definitely.
Yeah, are you crazy?
I might actually cut myself. You know those things have no weight.
What?
How do you know that?
Yeah, how do you know that?
They're not real.
There's like a back lore. I know that because of KOTOR.
What is that?
Knights of the Old Republic for Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love those games.
I couldn't get into those games.
They're great. Bastila?
They looked cool, but I don't know.
They're pretty like I didn't play them, but I can see why people were drawn to them.
They
It's
were
pretty
boring
cool.
to play.
They're classics.
Yeah,
I don't like RPG.
I get it. Would you rather have a TIE fighter or a dragon?
Do you have to
TIE fighter.
You'd rather have a TIE fighter?
Yeah.
Do you have to feed the dragon?
No, it can do its own thing. We'll just go in the forest and eat some deer.
Does the TIE fighter require gasoline and shit?
No, its wings are solar. Wings uses solar energy to fly.
Definitely a TIE fighter. How tight would it be if I showed up to Reno's in a TIE fighter, slammed like his front lawn, be like, yo guys.
Well, I think a dragon would be tight as well.
Man.
So, what would you pick, K7?
Dragon.
You pick a dragon?
Yeah. A dragon could kill someone if you.
Oh, and a TIE fighter can't?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Oh, yeah,
about?
That's true. I didn't think of that.
What? Alright.
Alright. Next topic. I ran out of stuff. I just have the prediction game in there.
Let me see what I've got. We have...
Oh, I got something. What's with the hat? What's with the fedora?
Yeah, tell us the origin story of the fedora.
Well, I've always liked fedoras, and I always thought they were super classy. So one day I was like, I'm going to wear this.
It's your gimmick.
So
Yeah, that's your gimmick.
I've been wearing it ever since. The one you see me wear the most is actually my cheapest. I got it from Target for like $20-something because I have like all these really nice expensive hats that my parents brought me, but they're all made of wool and stuff. So if I wear them like in a hot environment, I just sweat so much and it ruins them. So, or they're winter hats. I can wear them now that it's cold, but it's been most of the time you see me, it's summer or spring or fall.
We need more gimmicks in the scene.
I agree. I like that you have a signature headgear.
M. Betty is a fantastic gimmick.
M. Betty's awesome. Yeah.
I'm a fan. Alright, Glass Sword, what's your top 5 in Injustice at this moment?
Okay, top 5. Oh man. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with the obvious. I think Aquaman's top 5. I think Martian Manhunter is probably top 5. I think oh man, this is tougher. I think Wonder Woman's top 5 if she's played right. No one's played her. Like if Goomba doesn't choke. Okay, I said Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman. The Flash. The Flash is definitely top 5 in my book. And Zod.
I think that's the first Flash we've had in our top 5.
Mm-hmm.
That character is ridiculous. Like, okay, I have a question. You probably know better than me. Who does the Flash lose to?
I don't fucking know.
He probably loses to zoners.
I don't think he does.
Doesn't he have
doesn't lose to Raven.
that shake move where he takes no damage?
Yeah. He can shake through interactables.
I don't know.
Who the fuck plays Flash?
No, he probably loses to Aquaman, probably, right?
I don't think so.
Probably loses
I think
to
it's
Black
even.
Adam.
Yeah, I can see Black Adam.
Maybe Green Lantern gets out footsied. Sinestro, maybe.
I could see Green Lantern, and I don't know about
I bet you
Sinestro. Like,
Frost.
I'm gonna say. Sorry.
Frost.
Yeah, Frost could probably beat him.
I don't know about Sinestro, and this is why. The Flash is a midget. Like, he can probably duck under those fireballs way far out.
Maybe.
I don't know, but that's the way I feel.
Batman's probably hard with the bats and shit.
I think Batman's even for the Flash.
What about your bottom 5? I think that's more interesting.
Okay. The top 5 subject to change, by the way. Okay, and I'm going to explain my bottom 5. Well, okay, I'm going to put the one everyone puts, the Joker, because who does Joker beat? Okay. And then Shazam, because he has a lot of stinker matchups. The characters he can play well, he beats pretty convincingly. Okay, Shazam. Why are there so many good... Scorpion, because he has a lot of stinker matchups too.
Thank you.
You're really trying to get that stinker matchups over.
I'm sorry. Cyborg,
It's all right.
for the same reason.
Who?
Cyborg for the same reason. So that's Joker, Shazam, Scorpion, Cyborg. I need one more. Why are there so many good characters in this game?
Man, you really get into this.
Yeah, I'm 100% intense, man. I'm intense.
You're making some weird noises there.
Yeah, I'm fully into this.
One more.
You can do it.
Green
And remember,
Arrow.
there's a lot on the line here. Like, anyone, you say that character, that community is going to be mad at you.
There's
Yeah,
a
Green
crowd
Arrow.
listening. There's
Right.
a crowd. Green Arrow?
Yeah,
Okay. Why?
because if out of all the characters, he's maybe the weakest. I don't know, but if he's bottom 5, like he probably ties with a bunch of people. I think at the moment, like a lot of characters, it's arguable that they're like top 15. I think you can argue most characters are like top 15 or top 10. So you have to put somebody there. Like the four characters before him, Like, I think they all have definite problem matchups that's already shown. So, and for him, I don't know. He may have a bunch of 5-5s, which saved him, but I know Raven blows him up.
Oh, I got some. How about NEC is in 4 weeks? 3 weeks? 4 weeks. Let's get top 8 predictions for NEC.
I don't know who all's gonna come.
West Coast is coming.
Pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
Terry Brothers coming?
They are not.
They're not. Who's from Vegas is coming? Is Dab coming?
I don't think any of them are.
Okay, does it have to be in order?
No.
If you
No.
can. Yeah, we'll make it easy on you.
Okay. I think Pig's going to make top 8. If he doesn't, he's going to tier really badly. Pig's going to make top 8. Tom, Blind Man, Playing to Win, Forever King, Tyrant. That's 5.
Is Blind Man going?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Smargasm and Rico because he has not failed to place the top 8, and one more. I guess I'll put Theo in there since every time I hear about him, he's upplayed. Everyone upplays him. Like Saltface got on, and I respect. Oh wait, Saltface is coming. I want to put Saltface in my top 8. Should I take out?
Now they're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, they're going to be mad.
NEC definitely is going to be very interesting because, like you said, this is the first time everyone's actually gotten in the same place. So, I don't know. That it could go either way. Like, I don't know. Like I said, Rico who's going to place top 8. He might run into somebody he's never played before and make it just outside, or Pig might run into somebody he's never run in before, or heck, I don't know. It could be 16-bit could win.
Well, I'm not even going, I don't think.
Oh, you aren't?
No.
Who from GGA is going?
Probably none.
So, not everybody's coming. If GGA is not going to be there.
Oh, no. I can't afford to go. I don't have any money.
Oh, okay. I thought, like, you or Pim Pim was going to come.
It's possible, but it's not looking likely.
Yeah.
Also, I play Catwoman. I'm not going to be in the top 8.
Man, I think she's mid-tier.
Okay.
Alright, let's predict some matches. Who do you think is going to win, Rico versus Playing to Win with 1K on the line?
We did that last week.
Did we?
Yes.
You did.
Fine. Well, who do you think is going to win last week?
And remember, Rico's very swole. You can't threaten to choke him out. He'll choke
That's
you.
true.
Yeah.
He does listen to this, too, I found.
Yeah. No way.
He does.
Someone just told him about it. There's no way Rico listens to this.
I think he does.
Bullshit.
Probably at the gym.
I'm gonna say Playing to Win, but either way, I think it's gonna be really close.
Okay, that's
I see Rico get on often, but I'm not sure how much he's actually practicing for this.
With $1,000 on the line, I'm sure he's practicing.
I'm sure he is.
Do you want to hear a story about Rico? Okay, at the Fall Classic, I was sitting at McDonald's across from Rico, and I asked him what he did for a living, and he told me he currently didn't have a job, and he was living off his tournament winnings.
Wow. So you think he has $1,000?
I don't know. It's a good question.
What if he doesn't and he loses? Will he be shunned?
That will be a blow up. That will be what Mortal Kombat tournament was that no one ever got their money for?
Devastation
It-
and NorCal Regionals.
It'll be Devastation all over again.
Wow.
But I'm sure he wouldn't have accepted if he didn't have $1,000 free cash. I mean, that would be kind of dumb.
Unless he thinks he's just gonna body.
That's some swagger. I'll say that much.
How about DJT versus PL?
DJT.
That was quick.
So Carl will never beat a Terry brother?
I think the Terry brothers have Carl's number.
God, poor guy.
How about Fantastic versus Theo?
Theo.
Does anyone think Fantastic's
I
gonna
don't
win
think
that?
so.
Yeah.
I want to root for him because he's the underdog.
How about Blind Man versus Clint the Beast?
Blind man.
Whoa,
That's your
Clint's
boy.
your guy, yeah.
Clint wouldn't. If Clint has trouble against me, he'd lose instantly to Blind Man.
God, you have no faith in your guys. Why don't you train Clint for that?
Yeah.
He doesn't get online. I play him once a week. I played him last week.
He struggles in that matchup.
Well, I wouldn't have won if they didn't struggle.
You can't just outplay him?
I can now.
Alright.
Alright, that's all I got. Got anything else before the name game? Anything you want to say, Glass Sword? Open floor.
Okay. I'll do something controversial because you love that.
Yes.
I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna blow up AK Harold. After I won, someone received a text. Oh, and he said he wasn't coming to AK because he didn't see any reason to come because no one was good enough to beat him but Smargasm. And that is not true. Trey's beaten you multiple times and everyone's leveled up. And you aren't helping your scene at all by just staying at home doing whatever. So you should really be more considerate, or you should just be honest instead of being all shady and shit.
Damn.
Damn. Alright.
Harsh words from Glass Sword.
Them fighting words.
Yes.
Who's the hottest celebrity? Who do you think's the hottest? Who would you fuck?
I would bang a lot of celebrities, but
Who's number one? You have a magical lamp, and the genie's like, I only grant one wish, and the only wish it is that you get to fuck one person. What celebrity do you fuck?
what celebrity do I fuck? Oh man, what's her name?
Mortal Kombat player?
No.
That was good.
Let's see. Emma Watson.
Emma
Good
Watson?
answer. Good answer.
The Harry Potter girl?
Dude, she's
Yeah.
hot. She's super hot.
I mean,
I want to choose someone around my age.
Have you seen, like, recent pictures of her?
I guess. I mean,
Yeah, that's a good
super
answer.
hot.
She's super hot.
Alright. Who was hotter, Emma Watson or that Jenny Weasley girl? I thought the Weasley girl was hotter than her.
No, Emma.
What about that crazy girl, the blonde haired chick?
Dude, Miley Cyrus?
No. And Harry Potter. Harry Potter. What was her name? Like Lucy Looney or something. Can't remember her name.
Lovegood.
Yeah, Lucy Lovegood or something.
I'll Google it.
She was kind of cute.
I don't remember her.
She was the only one that didn't have a British accent. She had
Man,
like an
I
American accent.
started watching a Harry Potter movie, and it was actually pretty good. I don't
Yeah,
know which one it was.
Evelyn
one?
Lynch.
Yeah. Yeah, the first Harry Potter's kind of and the second one's decent, and then the third one is when it's like, damn, this is good.
Yeah, it was like dark. I was like,
Yeah, the
shit.
third one is when they changed directors. They stopped making it like kiddie, and they were like, let's make this shit a little more serious.
I think it was Deathly Hallows. I was
I thought The Prisoner of Azkaban was the best.
like, really?
Whatever the one with the time travel, that was awesome. It's hard to do a time travel movie, and they did it really well. I was impressed.
You know, I was kind of demystified from the movies because I'd read the books beforehand, so I already knew what was going to happen.
I didn't like the last two; they sucked. I didn't like the way it ended, but everything in between was good.
Yeah, like, okay, in the movie, like, at least they added a fight for Voldemort. And in the book, Harry just kind of walks up and is like, "You're done, Voldemort," and he's like, "No," and he shoots him and he dies. And then Voldemort dies for shooting him. Just, fuck.
That's dumb. I was afraid that was gonna happen. I was afraid, like, cause the movie before the last, like, shit just got even worse. And then during almost the entire course of the last movie, it was just getting worse and worse. I was like, when the hell is it gonna turn around for the good guys? And it just came to the denomination. There's some bullshit that happens, and he gets hooked up, and that's exactly what happened. It was just some dumbass loophole that killed Voldemort with some dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Well, the last book has a nickname. The last book, Deathly Hallows, it's called Harry Potter and the Really Long Camping Trip.
What?
Because
I
he
don't
spends
get it.
he spends 3/4 of the book camping.
Yeah, that's true.
They talk about, like, we what are the Deathly Hallows? I wonder if they're important. We should probably go to this town to find out what they are. Oh, Ron left. Now it's just me and Hermione. Oh, we went to that place. Oh, there's a snake. Oh, welcome back, Ron. Oh, we're camping some more.
Right.
All
I don't know
right.
what the fuck you guys are talking about.
It's, yeah, the book. It was long. It was like it was so much exposition in that book. It wasn't that interesting. It
So
was
with
one
Emma
of the weakest.
Watson, like, so you get to fuck her, right?
Yeah.
But before you get to fuck her, she's like, I have a strap on, and I want to do you in the ass first, and then you get to fuck me.
Oh shit!
Would you do it?
So I have to accept that to fuck her.
Yeah.
Yes. That's her stipulation.
I'd think about it.
Would you do
that's-
it?
Okay, and after you think about it, what's your decision?
I tried to find a loophole.
There's no loophole. She's ready to go. She's hot, dude. She's stripped down naked, dude. Her tits are nice and perky. They're hard. She's like feeling herself. She's like, Austin, it's time.
Considering it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, if she kept it on the DL, I might go for it.
All right.
I'm crying. I'm laughing so
She had to give me time to recover after I had lost my anal virginity.
And that's the intro. Okay, Seven, please tell me you're recording.
I was.
We now have the intro.
Jeez. Oh god.
Oh God. All right, I like it. That works.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh.
How what would be the length restriction for you? If her strap-on was like 12 inches, would you be like, that's too much? Then if she puts on like an 8-inch, would you be like, that's still? And then like, what's the max you could take?
I don't know. I've never had something shoved up my ass.
I mean, you've taken a shit before and it hurts, and you look down like, how?
I'm a big baby about that.
What do you mean?
I gotta complain about it after I take a painful shit.
Yeah, you go to your mom?
No, I just complain to anyone in general, like in the general vicinity. Like, man, that was painful shit.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, first I act like I'm in big pain, and if they ask, then I'll tell them.
You just come out of the bathroom like, oh, God.
Yeah.
My ass hurts. Okay.
I'd probably try to cut it off at 6. Isn't that like average size?
But some say 6, yes.
Okay.
So 6 inches.
Probably.
She's got a
yeah.
6-inch black dildo strap on. So you can take that.
Well, there's only one chance to fuck Emma Watson.
So
All right.
The reward it better be worth it.
It is
Balls
Emma
deep.
Watson, man.
Balls deep.
It better be worth it.
It'd be worth it.
Better be worth it.
6 inches ain't that bad. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I respect this.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. Good to
Emma
know.
Watson for the win.
Good to know.
Where would you release your children on out? Like, which hole would you empty? Or which hole would you fill, I should ask.
I don't know.
Pick one.
Yeah, there's only 3.
Or a vagina.
So you would try and trap her.
Sure.
You try to get her pregnant.
I'm sure she's taking the pill.
She what?
She's taking the pill.
How do you know?
Yeah.
She's
What if
a
she
celebrity.
comes back and she's like, I have Glass-Sword's child in me.
Well, I would be like, well, that baby's going to be taken well care of because you're rich. Except for, like, if it's
What
my
if she's
child
like,
and then they're also rich, they're probably going to be insane.
What if
Because
she
I'm already
swallowed?
eccentric, and they have my genes, and then they also are introduced to, like, the celebrity lifestyle. Like, you know how all celebrities go, like, batshit insane eventually?
Yeah.
Most of them. They probably might end up being a serial killer or something.
Right.
Like father, like son.
Okay.
Not today, K7. Not today.
So you wouldn't return the favor. You wouldn't be like, you got in my ass, no, I'm gonna get in yours.
I don't know.
Okay. What if she swallowed? That doesn't change your opinion? She's like, I want to swallow your cum.
I'm sorry, Slips, but I don't have much experience in this department.
Okay. I mean, you can imagine.
I can imagine.
You don't have fantasies about Emma Watson?
Yeah.
Everybody does. What's your fantasy?
What is my fantasy?
Oh my god.
is it like gold dust?
Oh my god, dude. You're not naked right now, are you?
No, I'm wearing blue jeans and a long sleeve shirt.
Okay, just making sure.
Where are your hands?
Well, one's holding my phone, and the other one is like waving around as I emote when I talk to you.
You emote?
Okay, thanks for your honesty.
As long as it's not on your cock.
I don't like how weird, like how fucked up would you have to beat off while you're talking to somebody?
I mean, what do you think phone sex is?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
a waste
there's a
of
whole
money.
industry based on what you just said.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been like, how can that even be afloat with the internet?
What? What do you mean?
Afloat?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Like
How have they not gone out of business? Like, there's like,
it's a lot more intimate,
Like
man.
just porn? Just watch porn instead?
yeah, just watch porn instead. It's free.
It's a lot more intimate, man.
They
It's
interact
personal.
with you.
You're so sad that you have to get some girl over the phone. It's
personalized.
personalized.
Yeah. They're saying your name.
Saying your name.
Yeah. It's
Well-
not just a video recording for, anyone. Like, whatever you're going to be jerking off to, probably thousands of other men have done it as well. But that one session with that girl, it's you and her. And you just tell her what to do and she'll just go along with it because, that's what she's paid to do. And you get to close your eyes and you're in that fantasy world that you always wanted to be in. It's not pre-made for you. It's yours. I get it.
Okay. That's whatever you say.
I did it once when I was really young. Yeah, I did the phone sex line.
How much did it cost you?
A lot, and I got in big trouble for it.
Are you
What'd you
serious?
tell your
Yeah.
What'd you tell your parents?
I didn't say anything. They found out, through the phone bill.
What'd they say?
Okay, I didn't call the number where you give a credit card. I called, the, where they charge it to your phone bill.
Like the 900 number?
Yeah, the 900 numbers. And I was, fucking 13, 14.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I was on it for, 30 minutes.
Oh my
It
god.
was, $500.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Christ.
I only did it.
Parents say.
I only did it once, and my dad was. Oh, he was so mad.
What'd he say?
I don't remember really. He was yelling at me and stuff. It sucked.
What'd you say?
What can you say?
Did you have to pay for it, or was it just...
I was 14 years old.
Did they pay for it?
They paid for it.
Are you serious? They had... Dang, man.
$500 to beat off.
Was it worth it? Like, when you hung up the phone, were you like, God, I'm in trouble, or were you like, wow, that was amazing?
It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Did they ask for your age?
No.
Did she speculate that you were young?
No. They didn't care. You never did it? Everybody's done that.
I haven't called the number, but I've definitely done it.
You haven't ever called one of those numbers?
I never called the number, no. And I know.
How did you not think you wouldn't get in trouble?
I
don't
wasn't
understand.
thinking about that. Let's just say that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. My dad always had a lot of porno magazines and stuff. I just found one with the number in it. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna call this.
Oh my god.
It was pretty good.
Man,
It's
I've
fun.
never
You should try it, Austin. It's fun.
Yeah,
I've never gotten any shenanigans like that when I was a kid.
I got in a lot of trouble when I was a kid.
It sounds like everybody loved those school stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this Glass Sword episode is going to be hot.
Yeah.
Am I eccentric enough to attract attention?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's gonna think I'm like a racist Satanist. Like,
Yeah.
You delivered.
Your weirdness is your asset.
Yes.
I don't really try. I just kind of be myself.
That's why it's so good. If you tried, it wouldn't be as good. But you got it. You
It's
have
natural.
Yeah.
You're a natural star.
Well, I don't know. It's like I said. Like, I've always just thought I was sort of an outcast because everyone kind of made fun of me when I was in high school, and I don't really have any friends in college.
In this community, outcasts are kings.
Outcasts are kings.
I was an outcast. Everybody was.
Everybody was. Embrace it.
Embrace it. I will embrace it.
Maybe cut down on the heavy breathing. That's a little.
I have terrible phone etiquette. I apologize.
Like the chipmunk sounds.
Yeah.
Chipmunk sounds?
Yeah.
I make chipmunk sounds?
Yes.
Like, how do they sound?
Like... like the fucking predator.
It's the last sound you hear before I kill you.
Rip my spine out. Alright, let's do the name game. So, I'm sure you know how this works.
I can't say their character.
That's right, or you're kicked off the show and banned.
Right, you're done. You're off the show.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Nose.
You're not the first that have said that. I gotta point that out. Trey Pound.
Real shit. He's always about. That's all he's always about. He's like, I'm just keeping it real, guys. I gotta keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
Smart ass. Smart ass.
Yellow shirt, soccer,
Harold.
Asian.
Wow.
That's why would you? Yeah, why would that?
Why would you say that?
Well, you said the first thing that comes to mind.
That's true.
I'm trying not to cheat like everyone else does.
Pig of the Hut.
Brant.
You can't just say his name.
Okay.
That's
obsessed.
Close. Obsessed?
Yes.
Okay. Reno Rats.
Cool entrepreneur.
Slips.
Weird.
Yeah, you all have a history.
It's funny.
Bill Menudis.
The coolest.
I gotta ask you, since you're a fan of our show, what is your favorite episode that we've ever done?
I like the KTP awards.
Oh, the 2012 awards?
Yes.
I thought that was... Alright, let's do shout-outs and wrap it up.
Alright. I felt my episode was kind of boring. We didn't have, like, a super segment like last week you had, like, how'd you get in trouble in school or something.
Last week went super long.
I think this one's pretty good. I think people will like it. I don't think you need to worry. I think you're going to be a star.
Yeah, you're a star, dude.
Yeah, you're a star.
I'm pretty eccentric. Anyway. Shout-outs. Who do I want to shout out? Well, I'll shout out Atlanta Kombat for everyone being great, and Reno Rax for holding it up for us and going out of his way to give us a place to play. I'm going to give a shout out to, this is kind of weird, but Frosty Faustings, because I want people to show up to that. I'm going to actually be there. Even if I can't make it to NEC, I'm definitely going to come out to Frosty. I've been there twice. They're finally moving away from that shitty penny arcade, so hopefully it'll be better. And shout out to the Birmingham crew that all play Guilty Gear. None of them will ever hear this shout out. To Raekwon and all you guys. What else? Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Alright, you guys got anything?
Not really.
I don't really either.
What's the negative of a shout out?
Call out.
I want to call out Arby's, the worst of the fast food chains. Who likes Arby's?
I hate them.
What?
I don't like Arby's.
Who likes Arby's?
I love Arby's.
I like Arby's.
Arby's is hella good.
I don't like it.
Arby's? I've
Yeah.
never been with a group of dudes who were like, where do you want to go to eat? Arby's. Fuck Arby's.
Me and Jeremiah have gotten Arby's. It's hella good. Dude, that roast beef is super good.
Can we talk
What?
about horsey sauce?
You've never been sitting around and been like, I'm thinking Arby's, like the Arby's sauce, man. Just
No,
get the
I've never
roast
been-
beef
No,
and the Arby's sauce.
I have never been sitting there and thought, I need some Arby's right
That name.
now. Yeah.
Good.
Arby's.
Arby's is good.
I don't like
Their curly fries, get the man.
Yeah, they have really good curly fries.
Dude, their curly fries are super good.
Curly
Such
fries.
a nice change of pace. Absolutely not the bottom of the barrel, the fast food change.
Yeah, definitely not. What is the bottom of the barrel?
Arby's.
No, absolutely not. That's ridiculous.
What is the bottom of the barrel for me? I guess McDonald's, because I've just kind of been socialized to think McDonald's is horrible.
McDonald's is good. I like McDonald's.
Yeah, I've come to appreciate them more when I have had to eat there. But let's see, who would be a legitimate one? I'm trying to think of something like really greasy. Do pizza places count?
Not really. I'd say
No,
like
they're not.
I don't know, like Hardee's doesn't really do it for me.
Yeah, Hardee's is really lacking to me. Like I haven't really liked Hardee's.
We don't have those here.
Yeah, I noticed in Chicago there's no Hardee's. I haven't seen a Hardee's since I moved here.
Aren't they Carl's Jr.?
I don't even see those here either.
I don't even
actually.
see, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I know which one. KFC. Like out of all the chicken places, I'd rather not go to KFC.
What?
What?
Like there's like I would rather go to like Popeyes or some other place. Like,
How can you not
nah,
like-
I don't think KFC is the worst. KFC is better than what's that place? Bojangles.
The hell is that?
Hell is that?
Exactly.
Bojangles.
It's better than Bojangles.
That sounds racist.
Does.
Yeah, it does.
According to Doggy Sandwich, there's a shout out. Doggy Sandwich. He commentates Smash. He shows up and yells at us sometime at Atlanta Kombat.
I think Taco Bell's kind of shitty.
Baja Blast is tight, though.
Dude, Baja Blasts are not good. You
I had a-
overhyped that so much.
No, I want another. I had a Baja Blast tonight, and I kind of want to go get another Baja Blast right now.
It's garbage.
What are they?
It's a
They're
flavor
just
of Mountain Dew,
they're like slushies. They're just
Yeah.
whatever.
but it's a flavor of Mountain Dew you can't get anywhere else, man.
And it's not even that good.
It's fucking delicious. Okay, Arby's fan.
Arby's is good, man. Fuck
Arby's
outta
is
here.
pretty good.
Remember when you said that we were idiots because we went to the grocery store for lunch? Like, you are the least person to talk about food. Like, you eat like 5 things, and that's it.
Yeah, but I eat a lot of them.
I'm just saying. White Castle's kind of eh.
Yeah, they're kind of gross.
I've never eaten a White Castle. They're not around here.
They're good, like, when you're drunk and shit. Like, when there's nothing else open and you're, like, just going home for the night, but they're not very good. Just, I am never, like, yeah, I really want some White Castle. Like, that doesn't usually happen. Jack in the Box is pretty shitty.
Oh yeah, Jack in the Box is horrible. I've never eaten at a good Jack in the Box.
Yeah. I don't really care for Long John Silver's too much.
Yeah, they suck.
None of you know what a Bojangles is?
Dude, no, I guarantee you no one knows what you're talking about.
No one knows what you're talking about.
I'm sure somebody will be in the comment section like, yo, I know what Bojangles is.
No. This sounds like some shit you made up.
It's not. Look it up.
It doesn't sound real.
Yeah.
It's
Bojangles.
real.
It actually is a chain. It's a list. It's a worldwide chain. Bojangles.
Famous chicken and biscuits.
Yeah, looks super country. This picture of a cow and shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a longhorn. Why does it say famous chicken when there's a cow on the cover?
That's
They're
Wait.
hypocrites.
Can we say what the best fast food is? Because I know.
We've already been
You already
over.
said it. Wendy's.
No. When did we agree to this? Bullshit.
I said
Said
Wendy's.
No, it's actually Chick-fil-A. No doubt about it.
Yeah, but what
I have to
about-
give that to 16-bit.
What
It's
about
Chick-fil-A.
their hate mongering?
You
Yeah.
can't taste hate.
I agree with 16-bit. I don't care if like their leader comes out as like a fascist or something. Their
That
chicken's
should be
great.
their motto. You can't taste hate.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
They are good. Waffle fries.
Yeah, they're. I'm not gonna argue. They're pretty good.
I have it on the way to GGA all the time. It's so good. They know me there.
Wow.
You know you've eaten at a place too much. Like I used to have that problem. I would eat at Chick-fil-A like twice a week, and like the manager started like saying, "Hey, you're back again," and I'm like, "I've been eating here too much."
Alright, are we done?
I
Yeah,
think
guess
so.
Last sword, you get the final word.
You have been listening to the KTP. Have a good night, folks.
Yeah, what do you think about the Westboro Baptist Church? Are you yay or nay?
I think they're over the top, and I think they need to stop sticking their nose in other people's business.
So you're against what they teach?
I don't have like, okay, like they need to update their how they're translating the Bible. Like it wasn't like it's not like we're Muslim, or it's not like they're Muslim, where the Quran, supposedly for the Muslims, the Quran was written by God himself. Imagine like the pressure, like God wrote this himself. The Bible, it's not that way. Just some fucks wrote the Bible, so it's kind of third-hand knowledge.
Some fucks wrote the Bible.
God.
Wow.
So, like, it was a long time ago, and it was set to tell a message back then. You got to update your message for the 21st century. Like, there's no reason to pick it the funerals of veterans because you one line in one book in the Bible.
Okay.
All right.
Where do you stand on the gay marriage issue?
I say just let them do it. If they want to be miserable like everybody else, they can.
If you had to be in a gay marriage with someone from the MK community, who would you want to get married to?
Okay, I'm assuming this is like a platonic, like financial sort of thing. Who has money? That means there's no sex. Let's see, who has money? I don't know. It'd be interesting to live with Tom, but
You'd be gay with Tom?
remember it's platonic.
It's platonic, not planned.
Platonic.
I'm sorry, I mispronounced some English words. Like one of the words I can't pronounce is like I've said wrong for so long is chasm. Like I pronounce it chasm with a hard C instead of a soft C.
No shit.
Yeah.